A condition is where you do a set of commands only if something is true. All conditions have a beginning and an end, and any commands that come in between beginning and end, well, they're the ones that get done if it's true. For example, supposing you have passed all the criteria for this unit, then you get a distinction. The implication is that you don't get a distinction until you've met all the criteria. Then you get it. This will only happen if all the work has been completed. So if all work completed, then award a distinction. End if. It's that simple.
Now let's see how this program would look in pseudocode. First of all, we start, as always, with the word program, and then we give the program a name. So in this case, the program's being called simple condition. Now we can get into the program itself. We're going to define a variable called name. A variable is just a space in the computer's memory to which we're giving a special name, in this case name, and we're telling the computer what sort of information will go into name. In this case it's going to be text. Text is any character on the keyboard. Now we can get on with the program itself. We can ask the user for their name. That information, when they press enter, gets put into the memory location name. So it's now stored in RAM. The computer can now check to see if name is the same as, two equal signs mean the same as, uppercase A, little ndy. So if what is in the memory location name is big A, little ndy, then it will do whatever is underneath. In this case, it will output the word excellent to the screen, which of course anybody with the name Andy would be. Having completed all the things it should do if the name is the same as Andy, we can now end the if, and then regardless of whether the name is Andy or not, we're going to output your name is, and whatever is in name, to the screen. So if the user entered Joe, for example, this line would output your name is Joe to the screen. But that user wouldn't see excellent, because their name is not the same as Andy. Notice that we've used the equal sign in two different ways in this program. Here, a single equal sign means make whatever is on the left-hand side the same as whatever is on the right-hand side. A bit like a mathematical equation. Whereas here, the two equal signs are being used as a different thing. Having completed our program, we now have end program, and our program stops. Right, now let's see exactly the same program written as a mind map. As always, we start with program plan, and the first item in the program plan is going to be to name the program. In this case, the program is going to be called simple condition. Having entered the program name, we can enter end program, and now going back to program and simple condition, we can start entering the code itself. As before, we're going to create a variable called name that's text. Text is anything that's on the keyboard. So if the user wanted to enter their name as, say, a number, that would be fine by name. That's any character on the keyboard. Whatever the user types in is then put into name. We can now get the program to check if name is the same as Andy. If it is the same as Andy, then the program will output excellent to the screen. Since that's the only thing we want to do in the if, the next thing is end if. What we start, we have to finish. And finally, regardless of what the user has put in as their name, the program will output your name is and their name to the screen. So if the user entered Joe up here, this line will output your name is Joe to the screen. Since that's now all complete, we can move on to the end program, and the program stops.